Hey guys, what's up? My name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing the book Unhaul challenge. And I saw this video over on Lala's channel. I'll put a link in the description for her video, and it just really inspired me because I've been saying it for months now that I needed to make an unhaul kind of video because I've never done one before, and I just have so many books piling up that I need to get rid of some. And like, I think I agree with her that spring cleaning is like the perfect time to get rid of some books that I don't want anymore. I need to stop hoarding all of the books I don't need. I want to limit myself to only collecting books that I either love and have read, or books that I really want to read, you know. And so if they don't fall into one of those two categories, then I don't need them anymore. And so there are 10 different categories for types of books that you can unhaul. So I'm going to be doing a couple for each category because like I'm trying to get rid of some of these books. Let's just jump right into the first one. So the first category is a book that you rated low. I do have a tendency to keep books that I've read. I don't know why. I just like have to like be like, oh, these are all books that I've read. Even if I rated them low, I still keep them. I don't really know why. It's just something I do. So for that, I'm just gonna go with Mind Games by TJ Moore. This is a book that I read like 2 years ago now, and I just really didn't enjoy it. It ended up on my worst of the year list, and I just didn't like this book, and so why should I keep it? I'm not gonna keep it. The next category is a book that you changed your mind about. For this, I'm gonna go with Enemy by Charlie Higson because this is a young adult zombie apocalypse type of book, and it's just not really something that I'm that interested in reading anymore. Like when I got this, I was really hyped to read it. I got it like 3 years ago, and then I just never got around to it, and I'm honestly probably never going to get around to this. It's just, I'm not really into like zombie fiction anymore, you know, at least like young adult zombie fiction. So the next one is a series that you won't be completing, and so for this I have a couple. Red Queen is a book that I read a couple years ago. I thought it was okay, and I definitely don't plan on continuing in this series, so there's really no point in me keeping this book. I didn't even enjoy it that much, so definitely get rid of that one. Another series that I have but I just never started and probably never will is this Black Widow Marvel series. I have the first 2 books. I don't know if there are more books, but these are just something that I'm personally probably never gonna get into. I mean, at first I thought I would be interested in a Black Widow series, you know, and it's like a part of me is, but I just know that I'm never actually gonna read these. So, and 2 others that are kind of random, but this is Girl Online. This is the 3rd book in the series, and the publisher sent this one to me, but I've never even read the first 2 books, and I don't really have a desire to read the first 2 books, so no point in me keeping this one. And lastly, this book, The Becoming of Noah Shaw. Once again, I know some people are probably going to be like hurt and offended by this one, but I didn't really like The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, and I have no interest in reading anything else from the series, so gonna be getting rid of this one too. Next one is a book you DNF'd, or a book you did not finish. And so for that, I'm gonna go with Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and I know that this is like a lot of people's favorite book, and for a long time I always just wanted to keep it just because of the like really cool pictures in it and stuff. I just thought it was something like worth keeping, but the longer this sits on my shelf, the more I'm like, I didn't even finish that book. I don't really like that book. I don't want it anymore. It's just, I don't know, it's just there, you know? And like somebody else could probably really enjoy this book, so like why am I keeping it for myself? The next one is a book that you have multiple copies of. When I first started collecting books, I originally had Cinder and Scarlet in paperback, but then as this series became one of my favorite series of all time, I got all the hardcovers for the series because I just wanted the hardcovers, and so I don't really have a purpose anymore to keep these paperbacks. They're just like extras. The next one too is I have 2 copies of Two Girls Down. One of them was a book of the month pick, and then the next month it came in my page habit box, so I'm definitely going to be getting rid of one of these. I kind of like don't want to get rid of any of my book of the month books because I keep them all on this shelf back there, and I just love all of my book of the month books, so I'm probably not going to get rid of this one. I'm probably just going to take all the tabs out from my page habit one and put them in my book of the month one, and then get rid of this one because, you know. Next one is a book you'll never actually get to, and so for this I'm gonna go with After the Rain by Renee Carlino. I told myself for so long that like I would get to this, and I just wanted to read all of Renee Carlino's books, but last year after reading Wish You Were Here, it put a really bad taste in my mouth, and I haven't been like loving Renee Carlino's books ever since Before We Were Strangers, so now I just don't really have any desire to read this one. Next one is a book you bought because of the hype. Couldn't really think of one for this one. I mean, I guess a book I bought because of the hype is like Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Red Queen, and like these can both fit because I definitely bought both of these because they were hyped at the time, even though these just aren't what I'm normally into. Like I was still figuring out my reading taste back then, so I think these definitely both qualify for that. A book you bought because of the cover, that would definitely be Even in Paradise. I don't even know what this book is about. I just remember buying this like a couple years ago and I was convinced that I was gonna finish this book. I still only got to chapter 5. I still have the bookmark in there, so definitely never gonna read this. I just bought it because I thought the cover was beautiful. I had no idea what it was about, and yeah. Alright, the next category is a book you don't know anything about. I'm gonna go with these two books here, and that is The Murder Complex and Taken. I remember getting these a long time ago and I have no idea what they're actually about. I think they're both young adult. Other than that, this one's about like boys that get like taken or something on their birthdays, or I don't know. And then this one, The Murder Complex, it's like they're like a group of kids that like murder people or something. I don't know. I don't know what these are about, but I don't have time. I'm never gonna get to these, so goodbye. Alright, and the last one is a book you didn't buy. And so for that, I'm gonna go with this Witch Town. I have 2 copies of it. The publisher sent me an ARC and then they sent me a finished copy. And I have no desire to read this. It's like about it's like witches, like young adult books and witches and fantasy and something. I don't know. I'm not very interested in this, so I'm gonna be getting rid of both of these. Yeah, I do have a stack of other books that are in the other room that I'm also going to be getting rid of. Another one that I just wanted to mention is I'm getting rid of See Me by Nicholas Sparks, because I used to love Nicholas Sparks books when I was in high school, and now it's like every time I read a Nicholas Sparks book I'm like so disappointed, especially his new stuff. Like I don't think he's published anything good in a long time. So those are all the books that I have to show to you today. And I'm sorry if I like offended anybody, if like some of these books are their favorite books. They're just like not for me. You know, we all got our opinions. And before anybody asks, I'm sorry I can't like send them to you. I'm gonna be having a yard sale or just donating them to my library or whoever will take them. So sorry about that, but I'm poor and I can't afford shipping, and I'm too lazy to go to the post office anyway, so. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. Are you going to be doing any spring cleaning and unhauling, or does unhauling make you nervous? Like for so long I didn't want to do it because I'm just like hoarding all the books that I own, but like now I'm just like, you know what, it's too many and I need to make room for new books, you know, that I actually want. So good riddance. It actually feels really good to get rid of a lot of books, you know? And thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.